All right, here we go. This is going to be a look at Dennis Ramsey, Daddy for You / Bluegrass Rules from the Fort Myers, Florida sting. Not a more mainstream predator, not very well known as it seems like here. I mean, fucking hell, he doesn't even have 10K views on his segment here on YouTube. I mean, that is bizarre, man. Usually these predators, especially Fort Myers, seems to be like a pretty mainstream sting, and no one really seems to love Dennis Ramsey. I don't know, people just don't care for him very much. I mean, you can see there's not even much content here on the YouTube about him. He comes out with Dennis Colson instead. I mean, like, what the fuck? Although, and then Always Sunny for whatever reason. It's pretty bizarre, man. It's pretty bizarre. Dennis Ramsey, not a beloved predator. He's just a regular, creep. Not many redeeming factors, I guess. But we're gonna look at him anyway here. He's one that I've been watching a little bit, the past couple of weeks or so, and I do think he's quite funny. I think he's quite humorous in some regards. Obviously, you can just take a look at him, and you can just see. I mean, he doesn't have a lot going for him in the looks department, as you can tell. And we'll get in it. He's a fucking idiot, and that's pretty much the case with most of these predators here, I guess. So. We'll just get into it here. It's gonna be a quick one, quick 3-minute long segment here. So, I mean, what do you think? A half hour long video? I don't know. Let's just get into it. Let's go.
If anyone ever knew about this, I would go to jail.
There are more potential predators to confront. As you can see, the palm tree cam picks up another man.
The legendary palm tree cam. They set that up for Fort Myers, man. They had the first instance of the palm tree cam, and they're gonna make sure that they fucking utilize it, and two, or B, I don't even know what I said. They're gonna show that they're gonna utilize it, and B, they're gonna make sure that people remember that they have a palm tree cam every single time it's gonna be used. They're gonna let people know about it. It's not just a hidden camera. No, it's a palm tree cam. We gotta drill it down in the viewer's head. That, man, this isn't just any fucking hidden camera, man. It's a palm tree cam.
As you can see, the palm tree cam picks up another man headed our way. This time, he's riding a motorcycle.
On his hog, man. I mean, it's great, man. And also, I mean, speaking of Fort Myers here, just looking at this, view of the driveway and the street, I don't know. Do we know if this house survived the recent hurricane in Fort Myers? I don't know. I don't know for sure. I don't know. I guess someone will have to go down and check it out. But if so, I mean, that would be the second house to die to a hurricane if that was the case, after the New Jersey one, of course. But we don't know, so it's up in the air, I guess, for now. But I love this guy. Comes in on his bike, his motorcycle, right, his hog, and he's living that biker life, man. I mean, he doesn't have the leather on, I guess, that is more synonymous with a biker. But he's got his hog, man. He's living his free life, and he's going at it, feeling the wind on his bald head. Well, thankfully he has his hat on, but okay. But the only thing he's missing, man, this is like, the part of the appeal I imagine of getting a hog like this is that you want to have that babe on the back, and that's what they want, right? And now this guy, he's like, man, I got the bike. I've got some things going for me, man. I've got my bike. I've got my backwards fucking hat, man. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great time. But I'm missing that babe, man. Ugh, That's why I'm driving down here, man. I want to get a babe on the back of this bike. So I gotta get this girl on here, man. He has everything except the one thing that he's searching for the most. Ooh, that's gotta be rough there, Dennis. Of course, Dennis would like Dennis. You're eating the dog! Always Sunny reference here. I'm in a kind of a goofy mood here. I don't know. just got some shit running through my head as I was preparing to do this one all week, I guess. You know, I was like thinking, oh man, I can't wait to drop that Always Sunny Dennis line in there. Of course, Dennis would like Dennis. You're eating the dog.
And headed our way.
Let's go.
This time, he's riding a motorcycle.
He's parking right by the door.
Instead of coming in right away,
Hey, look at him, man. Oh, man, what a stud, man. What a fucking stud, you know. No ifs, ands, or buts about his appearance at all, man. He looked in that mirror before he left and was like, man, I look fucking good. Tucks in his long sleeve t-shirt into his jeans. Really does a lot to, you know, show off the gut. You know, and of course the backwards hat in the middle of the night. I mean, you got no sun. There's not gonna be any sun in your eyes, Dennis. Man, you got, and of course, turn backwards as well. You know, gotta be a fucking, you know, happening and with it. You know, like the kids these days, man. You gotta relate. So you know, got the backwards hat on, t-shirt tucked into your jeans, and you know, big beer gut. Not even a beer gut. I mean, that's just fat. But man, he's got it all, man. He's got the whole package, man. I don't get it, man. As of course, you know, we'll see here his profile pic here. This is his mugshot. We'll see his profile pic in the yeah, right here. I don't know how this guy looks into the mirror and says, yeah, you know, I'm sure that this girl who's saying, you know, that I'm cute is going to think that you know, is you know, this girl who just says, oh man, you're cute, is you know, is going to believe that. I don't know. And he also does this weird fucking thing, you know, this thing that I went on about with the last Predator that we did. I don't even remember who it was, but you know, doing the same thing where the decoy compliments him and says, you know, I'm ugly. He doesn't believe the decoy when he says that she's hot, which I guess is part of his strategy. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I don't know. He just says, I think he says it right here. I think he literally says it. Yeah, he literally says it. I'm ugly, hun. You know. So it's like he knows that he's fucking ugly, but you know, decoy fucking plays him, and yeah, you know, just comes out and says, you know, oh man, I hope you don't think I'm ugly or fat. Man, you're both, Dennis. You're both ugly and fat. But you know, it's you know, doesn't stop him from coming over in any way. No, this isn't a setup. No, this can't be a sting. What the fuck? What are you thinking? No way.
He stays outside and smokes a cigarette.
And then also, you know, just the top of the just to make it even better, man, you know, you gotta smoke a cigarette before you go in, you know. I love kissing ashtrays, man. I absolutely love it, man. And, you know, you don't have many things going for you, Dennis. You already said that you think that you're ugly and you're fat, but, you know, and then you're gonna keep smoking as well to, you know, just to make you a total ball of unattractiveness here. Just not a good combination of things here, Dennis. Man. I've been rambling on here for too long. My mouth is getting fucking tired already. We're 16 seconds into the video.
Instead of coming in right away, he stays outside and smokes a cigarette. Our actress tries to get him to come inside.
Colin, he's getting nervous.
Hey, come on in!
Alright, you just put a cigarette in the trash. He's
put a cigarette in the trash. every time I hear that, or hear the word trash in general, but especially when it's coming from Frag, I think of that again. Another Always Sunny reference here. Every time I hear the word trash, I have to think of Danny DeVito / Frank Reynolds on that show. You know, the way he says trash. He doesn't say trash. He says trash. We're gonna throw your toys in the trash. Oh man, I love it. Love that show. Great show.
Hey, come on in!
Alright, you just put a cigarette in the trash.
In the trash.
The door.
He's 45-year-old.
Oh God! Look at him. Looks like a fucking look at him. He's so ugly, man. Daddy for you, and then his screen name Daddy for you. But man, it's like he looks like what William Rowell looks like now, a little bit, right? Kind of a little bit, at least from that angle. I don't know. Maybe I'm off base there. A little bit. They're similar. They're very similar. But, yeah, you know, Daddy for you. Again, just a creepy fucking screen name, you know. I don't know. Is he... He's obviously saying, like, oh, yeah, I want to be your boyfriend, your daddy. I hate that term. But, you know, I got to admit that it's a little bit better. It's a little bit, you know, he knows what he's looking for at least. But, you know, I think he says he's married. And he has kids, right? Ooh, something like that. And, you know, he's just, oh, God, a complete mess, man. And then, you know, but there's also maybe a subliminal thing, like, hey, I'm looking for a young girl who has daddy issues. I want to be your daddy, if you'll have me. Are you looking for a boyfriend or a dad? I gotta tell you, that's a little creepy. But, yeah, I mean, Dennis Ramsey, yeah, he's got just a complete, you know, it's a complete onslaught of creepiness here from Dennis.
He drove 4 hours to meet
4 hours from fucking Ocala. Easter egg here. You know, I didn't know this either the first time that I saw this until I went to the chat log. He's from fucking Ocala. Yeah, the same place as Safraz Khan, tennis boy. So that's a pretty good Easter egg there, man. 4 hours from Ocala to Fort Myers, man. That is crazy. Yeah, well, okay, so maybe the traffic situation has gotten better. It's still 200 miles away, man. I mean, that is crazy to drive. It's like on a whim, too. This is a short chat log. Like, it's only a couple of days, 421 to 422, and it's the same day, just later on. It's only a 2-day long chat log, you know. No really ifs, ands, or buts about it, man. He had no qualms about coming over to Fort Myers to make that drive, man. He's like, well, I've got my bike, man. That's what that was made for, man. I mean, it would be a lot worse to make that trip in a car, man. Good thing I got my bike, man. Good thing I got my hog. And yeah, I mean, he got fucking so played. I mean, it's like he literally won the lottery here, you know, with this decoy, man. He starts chatting with her, and oh man, just conveniently, her dad is her mother, father, her parent, whatever, left the same day. Oh man, it's so convenient. So convenient. I'm just all alone. Convenient. Ready for my 14. Ready for my Prince Dennis Ramsey to come over to save me.
And willing to have sex with him. Online, Daddy for You says,
oh, what's up? My cat has entered the room. What's up?
I just met you. I like you. And the world says it's wrong because I'm older than
Damn
you.
world.
Then later, under a different screen name,
Bluegrass rules. This guy is just obviously what you would expect out of, you know, a typical Bluegrass fan. No, I'm kidding. I don't fucking know. I don't even know the first thing about Bluegrass, but I'm just saying, you know, it's not surprising that he's a Bluegrass fan. Yeah. And he's another one who just goes with these multiple screen names.
Different screen name, Bluegrass Rules, he brings up the idea of having sex with her in a roundabout way.
I said we can't have sex, but that's up to you.
It might be okay.
If we do, you have to assure me no one will ever find out.
And where are you?
And there he is. And then comes in, starts being demanding right off the bat. Oh, that's annoying, Dennis. Where are you at?
No one
Where are you at?
Find out.
And where are you?
Where are you? My bad. Where are you?
Oh, hey! I'm just picking out a jacket to wear on the bike. Just take a seat.
Quite a place.
Quite a place. He's all happy, making himself at home. You know, this guy, that's so awkward, you know? I mean, it's like, yeah, he's got the cookie in his hand, but he's just like standing around waiting, you know, pacing back and forth, like, oh man, this is a pretty cool setup you got here, man. He's just like sitting there waiting. Not a very good host, you know, Emily, decoy.
Take a seat.
Quite a place. Like it?
Oh man.
How you doing?
I love that. You can see his like eyes widen. He's in shock. Oh, completely in shock. And you know, he's got something in his pocket right here. I'm assuming that's the cigarettes. But I mean, I can't make out what's on his shirt. His graphic design. It looks like a skull on the pocket. Very weird.
How you doing? How you doing?
Good. Why don't you have a seat right over
He got the cookie in his hands. Looks like he's already like halfway through with it. Oh man, I love that. Oh man.
Good. Why don't you have a seat right over that chair?
Oh, man.
Oh man. You know, so defeated already. Man, it's like he knows that, man. I had it in the feeling in the back of my mind, and you know, oh man, I got caught. Oh man. Oh shucks.
Thanks for smoking outside.
Thanks for smoking outside. And yeah, you know, very good as well. You know, I don't know if he was before or after David Schumacher was in the house. Of course, he wanted to smoke a cigarette inside the house, and Chris Hansen had to politely tell him, no, you can't smoke in here. And, you know, Dennis Ramsey at least had the common decency to smoke it outside before coming in. I wonder, you know, that's awkward as hell, though, isn't it? You know, you're just standing outside smoking. I don't know how long it takes to smoke a cigarette. A couple minutes, 5 minutes, I don't know. And you know, you're just standing out there. Ooh, I gotta chill. You know, it's like, can you even enjoy it? You know, you're just standing out there like an idiot. You know, trying to hurry up, but you also want to enjoy the cigarette as well. I don't know.
Go ahead. Please have a seat.
And boom, plopping down.
What are you up to?
Well, I knew this was going to happen.
I knew this was going to happen as he
has
continues to shove it in his mouth, man.
And drove
A defeated head nod, but keeps on chewing.
Our teenager about the dangers of talking to strangers.
And it's great, you know, with Fort Myers, the he gets his stupid excuse here in a second, but
our teenager about the dangers of talking to strangers.
The dangers. He was talking about that, but no, he I love it here in Fort Myers. I've said it before. I think it's been mentioned before as well, that they have the nice fucking fruit here on the table. And no, they just throw down a plate of cookies. And of course, they all go for the fucking cookies, man. You know, it's just something about the allure of chocolate chip that, you know, that brings them to that, you know. A fucking apple, man. Fucking banana. Give me that chocolate chip all the time, man.
Of talking to strangers on the internet.
I came to let her.
Talking about the talking to strangers on the internet, man. This guy, I don't know. He just doesn't know if Hansen has the chat logs or what. But yeah, he doesn't. The only thing he's worried about in this chat log is him getting caught. He's not worried about her getting hurt or anything. But yeah, he's a fucking idiot. He's the whole time he's like, at the end, he's very, you know, he's like making the decoy look up the damn directions for her. He's like, oh, if you could tell me how to get there from the interstate, you know, I don't know how to get there. And it's like, why? You're not supposed to, you're the adult, man. You're asking a 13-year-old for driving directions. How do I get there from the interstate? You know, and the decoy has to do all the fucking work. Do you know Highway 82? And, yeah, I don't know. He's fucking weird. And he did mention, that's right, he did mention the cigarettes. He's like, I do smoke cigarettes, not spelled properly. But he's like, I won't smoke in your house, though. At least he was, you know, had the foresight to let her know, and also he actually did it when he got home. Well, actually, when he got there, I mean, not home. The decoy's home. But yeah, you know, annoying as hell. He's like, you gotta tell me where you go. I need a shower. Start hitting down. Tell me how to get there from the interstate. And then she's actually giving her directions. Off McGregor. You know how to use MapQuest? Like, yeah, just go put it into MapQuest right away, you fucking idiot. I don't get it, man. Dennis, you're an idiot, man. Obviously. And he says he's a truck driver as well, I believe. So, you know, just another truck driver predator. And, you know, it's not surprising, but, you know, it's funny that, you know, on these predators that are truck drivers, you know, just to name a few, you got Joseph Myrick, Ham Bubker, of course he was a retired truck driver at that point, but Victor Wells, they're always just a perfect, you know, they definitely look like truck drivers, and they act like truck drivers, you know. This show wasn't a glowing representation of the trucker, is what I'm getting at here, you know. They really didn't do a lot of good for their fellow truckers, you know. So yeah, I mean, definitely perpetuating that stereotype of a dirty trucker, you know.
Teenager about the dangers of talking to strangers on the internet.
I came to let her know that when you do that, you can be anybody.
So you came to help her out out
Yeah.
of the goodness of your heart?
That sounds stupid, but maybe you could say that. I don't know.
Yeah,
About his
definitely.
chat log.
You ask her what size her boobs are.
Boobs are. Ooh.
She says,
Can't even look at Hansen, man. Oh god, he can only just look. Point himself out a little bit. Just head slightly tilted down and not even look.
What
Can't
size
even
her
look at Hansen,
boobs
man.
are.
Gotta look at the man. Come on, show him some respect, man. Just hunched over. Oh man, I can't even look at myself.
You say,
I can't even look at
again, you
you.
get somewhat suspicious. You say, you're not trying to set me up, are you? Are you a cop? If
Come on, look at the
anyone
man,
ever
man.
knew about this, I would go to jail.
I can't tell you how ashamed I am.
And as
Oh god. At least he at least he at least he admits that he's wrong and that he's ashamed. But again, he's not worried about the girl or anything. He's only worried about himself, and he's trying to come off as nice as he can right here. Man, it is fucking freezing in this room right now, man. Like, it is, I don't know, it's 38 degrees out, apparently. But man, it's fucking freezing in here. I don't know, man. Just, God, I'm like, I can't get comfortable, man. Like, I don't know, maybe that's the reason I'm yapping so much, is because I'm cold or something. I don't know. But man, it is fucking freezing in here. I can't get used to it right now. Oh, God. So I don't even know. What was I saying before that? I don't even know. He's like worried. He's only worried on himself. I think that's what I was saying, right? Yeah, I think we get the gist.
Says, I would go to jail.
I can't tell you how ashamed I am.
And he's loving. He's got the Harley Davidson hat on as well. Shout out to Harley Davidson, man. Oh man. So yeah, not a good look for fellow truckers or for fellow bikers here as well. Yeah, you gotta love it too. He's wearing a fucking backwards hat in the middle of the night. Definitely not hiding a bald head at all. No, definitely not.
Ashamed I am.
And as you'll see later, he'll be even more ashamed when he finds out he's going to be on national television. It looks bad for all the men you've seen walking in our door.
So I got a couple things to say. We got the Thomas Coffin cameo here for a second.
He's going to be on national television.
Thomas Coffin. I know it looks bad. It is bad.
Bad for all the men.
I know it looks bad.
You've
That's
seen
what he said. Not it looks bad. It is bad. That's Terry Warder. He says, "I know it looks bad."
walking in our door.
I don't like myself right now at all, man.
I'm Chris Hansen.
I love this stupid pose. What is this stupid pose that he's doing? One hand on the hip, one hand on the chair. Oh man, it's not a very dignified position there, Dennis. But it's so silly, man. He got his one hand on his hip right there,
I don't like myself right now at all, man.
I'm Chris Hansen.
and he's just so defeated. He's just so defeated.
NBC, and we're
Just rolls over and takes it from Hansen. That's
doing a
it.
story on adults who meet teens on the internet.
Like
Ew.
most of the men who find out they've been caught in a Dateline undercover investigation, this man, the 45-year-old
Ew.
truck driver,
Oh, he looks so rough. I mean, like this is an actual person, man. Oh god, it's just like, man, it's just not a great look, man. He doesn't look good. Does not look good in the slightest, man. And that's, I guess that's a testament to that trucker life, man. It can't be good for your health to be sitting on a truck for months and months at a time, or for not for months. I mean, hours upon hours every single day. And he says it in this chat that he's going out for like a month. I'm a truck driver. I go away for about 7 weeks at a time. I don't know if that's true or not. But he says, yeah, I mean, he's going to be away from the house for out of town for 7 weeks. Man, you go, again, I'm the furthest thing from a trucker, I mean, I played Euro Truck Simulator, at one point. But it's, they don't simulate the how should I say, the I don't know what the word is here. I'm sure there's a trucking term for it, but you know, where these guys they meet up at like a truck stop and they bang each other. You know, they don't simulate that in Euro Truck Simulator. Although I must say, whenever I did sleep in that game, you know, I always pictured, you know, that he would be my character would meet up with some, you know, skanky European broad or something like that, and you know, at like a cheap motel or something. You know, I always did think that in the back of my mind when I played, but you know. But what I'm saying for Dennis Ramsey here, you know, I mean, you know, I imagine that's part of the life, you know. He couldn't meet, you know, some hoe or something at the truck stop, and you know, and go from there. He needs to meet up with a 13-year-old girl before he goes out, you know, for a 7-week job. Which is that actually true? Do they really stay on the road for that long, 7 weeks at a time, just hauling shit from the all across the country? I don't know, but that's pretty bizarre. But you know, he's just lonely. He's just lonely all the time, so he needs to get a 13-year-old girl before he hits the road. He's just sick. He's just sick of the trucker women, the trucker girls. He needs a you know, a proper 13-year-old instead. Something he needs to trade up, essentially. Is that what he's going for?
5-year-old truck driver who made plans online
so
to
rough
meet a girl
looking.
who told him she was 14 has nothing more to say.
You're obviously free to walk out that door that you came in.
I will do that.
I will do that.
But he
There he
won't get
goes.
very far.
Bum, bum, bum. And oh man. You know, these police had to spring into action here because, you know, he's right next to his bike. They don't want him hopping back on that hog and leading him on a wild chase here. No, they have to spring into action quickly and take his ass down. Hence the aggression here. Hence the aggression here. Get your ass on the ground right here.
Get your ass on the ground now.
Ass on the ground now, man. They don't want him making a fucking run for it. Guys, he's not making a run for it, man. He's fucking obese, essentially. You know, I don't know. But that they just gotta be stern on him, you know. But you know, it's also just in Fort Myers in general here. You know, they had a good time. The cops did during this thing, it seems like, and this is just another one for the you know, for them to look back on and be like, yeah, man, I remember arresting that guy. He fucking deserved it, man.
Won't get very far.
Get your ass on the ground now.
So hostile.
Police are ready to make.
And then he doesn't. And then it's like, what the hell, man? You told me to get your ass on the ground, but you don't actually want him to put his ass on the ground. You want him to put his chest on the ground, his stomach on the ground, his big gut on the ground. If he sat down there, you wouldn't want him. You would probably tase him if he sat down. If he actually put his ass on the ground.
Myers police
But
are
no,
ready to make.
you're not being clear, Fort Myers cop.
Everything you're told, you will not get hurt.
Taken away in
So passive aggressive there too. You're not gonna get hurt. Just do as you're told.
unmarked police
And
car
boom,
and
there he
brought to a
goes.
transfer station, where he's searched, put in another car, and transported to jail.
Ooh. All right. So that's it. And, you know, I think, you know, the whole country's logistics program or logistics system is brought down a notch here because Dennis Ramsey, I think he was supposed to leave for his job. I don't know. I remember him mentioning it in the chat. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I think he mentions it in the chat that he's supposed to be going back to work, you know, in a couple days or something like that after his little meeting with this girl. I don't know, but yeah. So, you know, the whole nation, you know, your Amazon shipments are getting there a day late now because this fucker had to go get arrested meeting a 13-year-old girl. Yeah, just a yeah, not a good situation. And now, ooh, yeah, you get to see that shiny head. Man, I just want to cut that off, man. Like, just cut that off. That is not a good look at all. In the slightest. No one has ever made that work, man. No one. But, you know, Dennis, I mean, you have bigger problems, I think, at this juncture. And, yeah, he's just a fucking idiot all around, you know. I mean, I saw it when I was searching for this other shit. He talks about NASCAR as well. He wants to see a race. I haven't seen a race all year. And so he leaves the decoy to go watch a NASCAR race. Like, man, where are your priorities, man? But, yeah, that's pretty much it for Dennis Ramsey here. I was right, 30 minutes. I was right, you know. I fucking nailed it. Fucking nailed it. But we're not done yet, actually. There are a few things I want to talk about still. One is this conviction write-up, which is quite interesting. I actually didn't know about this until I read this. So, his working his case through the system, Ramsey and his public defender played games to avoid justice. In early 2008, it was claimed that Ramsey suffered amnesia and that he couldn't remember anything that had occurred prior to December 2007, including the charges against him in 2006. How convenient. What a fucking idiot. You know, how do you even, you know, I mean, it's like, oh man, I'm taking the ultimate Hail Mary right here, and, you know, I'm just gonna fucking try this, man. I'm gonna claim amnesia. And that's going to get me off the hook. Would that even get you off the hook? It wouldn't get you off the fucking hook. Obviously. Oh no, I don't remember doing that, man. I suffered amnesia. I hit my noggin. And now I can't remember a damn thing. You know, they're not going to let you off because of that. It's just like, are they like thinking like, oh, maybe they'll get him a lesser sentence because he can't testify? I don't know. Fucking weird. It was claimed that he was diagnosed with dissociative disorder, and he had to be evaluated by doctors to see if he was competent enough to stand trial. And then he went to trial. So weird. It's so fucking bizarre. Why would he do that? Why would he do that with his why would the public defender go with that? You know, these guys just want to get. Their goal is to go through as quickly as possible. They're so overworked, right? Like, why would he even entertain this offer? Dennis Ramsey's just sitting at home, you know. Oh man, you know, coming up with ideas. All right. I can't die, so I can't do that. I mean, you could die, but you know he's not gonna do that. He's got too much dignity. Dennis Ramsey does. So no, cross that one off the list. I can't claim, you know, I can't claim injury, but I can claim amnesia. That'll be hard to prove, right? Okay, amnesia. Takes it to his public defender's office, and they're like, Dennis, just plead guilty, Dennis. But no, Dennis insists. Dennis, his fat ass fucking insists on getting, you know, on going through with this amnesia defense. Like, fucking hell, Dennis. You gotta give me a break, Dennis. Come on. You're not a 5-star man, Dennis. No. Another Always Sunny reference. You're not a 5-star man. And it reminds me, I gotta watch the Thanksgiving episode tonight, right? Yeah, I think so. It's a tradition for me. Always, every single year, watch the Thanksgiving episode of Always Sunny. It's a great episode, man. I love it. It's not the best episode, but I do love it. It's so chaotic, and it's great. I love it. But yeah. Anyways, back to the topic at hand here. Dennis Ramsey, you're a fucking idiot. You're just wasting everyone's time. Like, is really what your point is here. Like, oh man, congratulations. Yeah, it took over 4 years for this to get through the system. Great job, Dennis. A+ fucking job. You know, you got to live 4 more years of your life essentially, just being a fucking idiot. Just wasting everyone's time. I don't appreciate it, Dennis. I don't appreciate it at all. But yeah, and then we have his sex offender pick. Oh god, like what happened to you, Dennis? Oh man. Okay, so yeah. You know, I mean, he's got the white beard going on now. He's still, you know, embracing that horseshoe bald look, and yeah, not a great look. He loves orange so much. He loves prison orange so much that he wears it in his sex offender picture. Yeah. Do you think every time he goes and takes his sex offender picture, he's like, oh man, I'm back at this again. Oh man, another year has passed. Oh man. Oh man, doesn't look like he's starving at all though. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's about it. I've covered this as much as I could. And yeah, I mean, now look at them all, scumbags here. You know, Raymundo, fucking Rafi, Amati, some Colorado Pet Patrol Predators, Ernest Timmons. Well, actually, no, it's not Ernest Timmons. That's a compilation. And Phone Losers of America. Yeah, man, my fucking YouTube is crazy, man. Dustin McFetridge. Oh, God. Alright, yeah. But, yeah, that'll do it for Dennis Ramsey. Interesting one. A bit of a more underrated predator, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe this wasn't the best video. I don't know. I'm not quite satisfied with the way this one turned out after the fact here. But, you know, it's alright. It's whatever. You know, well, what the fuck else am I gonna say about Dennis Ramsey? Just a fucking idiot all around. Oh, man, reading some of these comments. Oh, look, this guy, Joe Biden, has the same thought that I did. Oh, man. 45 years old. Yeah, he looks rough, man. Riding with no helmet. Not illegal in Florida. I don't know if it actually is at this point, if they changed that or not, but I know it's not. It wasn't illegal whenever I've been in Florida. And yeah, very few comments as well on Dennis Ramsey. That's a shame, man. Dennis is just as good as any other predator. I mean, fucking Raymundo's got 204,000 views. Like, fucking hell. Rafi Ahmadi's not even really all that interesting. Although, I mean, I did a video on him before I did one on Dennis Ramsey. But this is my point, is that Rafi Ahmadi, like 400,000 views. Like, that's crazy. Did not expect that. Do not expect that. But, yeah. Alright, I've talked enough, I think. I'm about done. 36 minutes. Hope you guys did enjoy. And until next time, see you guys later.